recently been asked to talk about this rewired and specifically this new thing I found with the FL Studio VST. So basically, you can chain together multiple DAWs with this thing called rewired. It's this program that like came with a lot of DAWs back in the day. It's kind of antiquated, which is why I never like felt like the need to talk about it, because I didn't really have the hang of it and I didn't quite know how to use it, and it's a bit annoying if you don't know how to use it. But basically it allows you to connect, you connect Ableton, you can connect Logic, but I believe the newest FL Studios have done away with it because it's old. It's like 20 years old. So I think the last version of FL is like 20.1. If you look in the legacy, if you pay for your FL Studio, if you go on the legacy, they'll tell you which one will use rewired. But basically, you open up this VST. This is the VST version, but I can explain the other version. You can have it where you open up FL Studio as a plugin. So you click on this twice, and it'll open this up. I've been working in it, so it's got stuff here, but it'll just open up like a default project that you can. It's literally FL Studio inside of another DAW as a plugin, and it runs off the clock of the first one. So if whatever you open it in, it controls it. But you can play it separately, which is very, very nice. One annoying thing is that it does not have keyboard shortcuts. A lot of them don't work, like in the piano roll, but I don't know why. There's probably a setting you need to change to make it where it'll accept keyboard commands. But play works. So this is playing completely separate from Renoise right now. So I've got this whole track like laid out in the playlist. This is where I do a lot of my melodic stuff, because I don't like to write melodies in Renoise. It's like aggravating. I'm not good at it. So you have your piano roll and all that. And so basically how it works, it'll be a little weird sometimes because if you don't start from the beginning, like let's say I open up Renoise and I hit play on my pattern that's around 73 bars. It will play this last chord because the clock is weird. It doesn't export weird, but if it'll play this last chord over this one, so it'll be kind of dissonant. But it just runs simultaneously to another DAW. So let's go back to Renoise with the VST playing, and I've got it looping right here. So if I hit play like here, it starts playing in FL Studio. Okay. It runs at the same time. I can play this whole track. See how it played the last pattern? That little lead sound is not in the beginning of the song, but because of the way the clock works, it played it anyway, which is a little aggravating, but it's not a big deal. But that's basically it. It just runs as a clock. You don't even have to have, excuse me, my phone gave me a low percentage, but you don't even need to have them at the same tempo. It'll lock it in for you. You could if you want. I think it works better if you're using delays and stuff to have a tempo thing, but it'll just run simultaneously. And if you do it with the rewired, which I'll show you, see I paused the FL Studio but not the Renoise. So if you go into your DAW and you want to do it the other way, which I prefer this method, but if you want to sync them up, you insert the plugin called rewired. It's that right there. I'm not going to do it because it's going to act funky if you open it up in the VST. I imagine it may crash. But you just connect your both inputs, and if you pick multi-input, you can set it up to where in Renoise specifically, in other DAWs, you'll be given a new output. So it'd be like 1 through 16. In Renoise, it's right here. So I could go here, and instead of it saying my interface there, it'll say FL Studio 1, FL Studio 2, and it'll run it out to the buses of FL Studio. And you can do this with pretty much any DAW. It works best on older versions, like I said, because it's like antiquated, it's old school. Like I think Propellerhead has gone out of business, who made it, or Steinberg. If you're familiar with like antiquated VSTs and stuff, like Steinberg and Cubase and stuff are kind of protective. They'll like take away your rights to do 32-bit and shit like that. But that's just basically how it works, is you can have two DAWs running simultaneously with the VST, which I prefer. The only problem is I can't figure out how to output from here. There's a multi version of this. This is like the regular version. There's another one called FL Studio Multi. By the way, that VST will be found in your program files. I believe it's Common Files plugins. if you need to find it, you go into FL Studio and scan your plugins, and it'll show you the file destination. You just copy that to where you need it, and you can do this, and it'll just open it up. Sometimes that can be a little finicky right there. Sometimes you have to click it multiple times. Sometimes you need an Alt-Tab to get it to work, to switch. But yeah, that's basically it.